Hello and welcome. I'm Pierre Fitter. We've got developing news at the Supreme Court where it is now said that the court will set up a mechanism to deal with cases involving sexual harassment complaints against former judges. The Supreme Court has agreed with a petitioner, a former law intern of a retired Supreme Court Judge Swatantra Kumar, who said that the court must review an earlier decision where it said administrative inquiries against retired judges will not take place. The court agreeing with the former intern's petition, saying that it will now set up just such a body. Our correspondent Jaskirat Singh Bawa is with us on the phone line to get us the details of that Supreme Court decision. Jaskirat, over to you.
Well, what the Supreme Court has done is they've agreed to look into the need for a mechanism for sexual harassment allegations against members of the judiciary, current or former. The Chief Justice of India, if I can quote him, said that we agree that there is no mechanism and that we will have to address this issue. So on the specific prayer within the PIL which pertained to the lack of such a mechanism, the Supreme Court was favorable. They have issued notices to the central government. Attorney General will be representing them in the manner of assisting the court in for such a mechanism. Alternatively, a notice has also been issued to the Secretary General of the Supreme Court, which to simplify, the Supreme Court has issued a notice to itself so that they have some of their own representation in the form of the Solicitor General. Apart from that, notice has also been issued to Justice Swatantra Kumar, who has been made one of the respondents in this case. However, the Supreme Court was quite specific in not making any comments with regards to the allegation against him. What they will be looking into is, after 4 weeks, when this case will again come up with the responses of the parties concerned, the Supreme Court will be looking into the need for a mechanism. If at all a mechanism is set up, after that they will have to decide whether this particular case could also be brought into within that purview of that particular mechanism, because the biggest question over here is about the time factor, whether complaints can be entertained 2 or even 20 years from the incident having taken place.
Jaskirat, the other aspect of the story, of course, is that the earlier decision to drop any reviews or administrative inquiries was taken by a full court, all 29 or 30 judges. This bench now saying, well, maybe we erred in that case, maybe we need to review our decision.
Well, this is not specifically to that particular decision pertaining to former judges, but yes, you can say, considering the fact that the Supreme Court is now considering that we need to look at a mechanism, not just for current judges, but even perhaps for the former judges. And that is it's basically a rhetoric in a manner of saying, we cannot say that the Supreme Court has agreed that they erred in their decision, because a final decision on this question is yet to be arrived at. What we can say, what we can understand from this is that the Supreme Court has in fact taken a step ahead in moving ahead with perhaps setting up eventually a mechanism that will be looking into complaints of sexual harassment against judicial members, whether that be Supreme Court judges, High Court judges, or even, for that matter, a lower court judge.